one of the most resonant things you can do for client acquisition doesn't actually involve your funnel, doesn't actually even involve your offer, and doesn't even involve your niche or your niche, depending on where you're watching this from, but it's actually who you are. Not the polished version of you, but the version of you that actually believes something, the version of you that actually has deep conviction in what they believe. Now, I've worked with over 50 coaches, and there's a common thread in terms with coaches that really believe something because they attract clients with ease because they're even more resonant when they show up. And so my encouragement to you today is to come back to sharing more of your beliefs and sharing more as to what you truly believe about the world and what you really believe about how you solve people's problems. And your beliefs are almost like a camera lens, right? Like things are out of focus, you apply a camera lens, and things that are originally out of focus then become incredibly clear again. And you'll be able to look at things so much clearer in your business, but also in attracting the right people, the people that are actually more qualified, and the people that you most resonate with is because you're actually sharing your beliefs. And so for me, there's been a couple of key beliefs that have really helped me and really helped me refine my clarity as to who I attract, but also most importantly, what I truly believe as well. And so hopefully by sharing this today, hopefully encourages you, and hopefully by sharing this encourages you to share more of your beliefs online. But I think for me, I came down to this thing called this Occam's razor, which is a philosophical principle. And the idea behind it is in often complex or large problems, the simplest explanation is often the best. Or you ask yourself the most simplest question in complexity to help cause you to be more grounded. So for me, whenever I look at something, I ask, does this make me a better human? Does this make me a better dad? Does this make me a better husband? And by doing that, it completely levels the playing field and makes it so much easier for me to actually determine, is this the right strategy for me? Or is this the right direction forward with the business? Because I'm looking at it from first principles. I'm looking at it from the Occam's razor. Does this make me a better human? Does this make me a better dad? And does this make me a better husband? And it's just such a simple way to be able to reframe things in your business. Second thing, and I love this, is that nobody owes me anything, but Jesus gave me everything. Now, whether you have faith or whether you don't, or whether you even believe in the universe, the art of detachment is one of the greatest things that you can possibly do, because you're no longer living with bated breath and believing that everyone owes you everything, but you're living with incredible gratitude that nobody owes you anything. Like, have you been on a sales call and that salesperson, you could just tell they really wanted the sale? Like, you could just tell, like, it almost had like this commission breath of really wanting that sale. And it really put you off, right? It really made you feel weird. And I don't want to live my life like that. I want to live my life with radical detachment, that nobody owes me anything, but Jesus gave me everything. Now, another one that I found really good, talking about beliefs, was I was at a mastermind last year, and we're talking about client success and how to optimize for client success. And he had this incredible phrase which I loved, and he said that we're not people's savior, but we're people's leader. And well, that's important, is if you're a people person here, or a people pleaser probably, the issue is that when we're so out to please people and want people to do well, oftentimes at the expense we actually rescue people. And when you rescue people, you actually disempower them, because they haven't got the confidence to actually solve the problems by themselves. Instead, we're jumping in trying to fix it for them. Whereas if you live your life from the perspective of being a leader, you're able to teach people how to think and how to actually get out of the situation themselves, and actually gives them so much more confidence. So as a coach, you're not a savior, you're a leader, and you're able to help people from that modality as well. Now, the next one I learned from Sam Ovens, who founded School. And I remember years ago, about probably 15 years ago now, I did his Consulting Accelerator. And in Consulting Accelerator, he had this incredible question, or phrase actually, where he said that people often don't just have business problems, they have personal problems that show up in their business. Now, what's fascinating about that is once you've solved all the business problems, you realize you're left with a couple more problems. And oftentimes it's the personal stuff that shows up disguised as business problems. And for me, I love this verse in Philippians where it says to shape your worries into prayers. And for me, it's resolving a lot of the personal things in my life. And for me, as a man of faith, I give that to God, and wherever you might find yourself, whether you have faith or we have another way of dealing with this, and actually giving it to God or giving it to a higher power is such an empowering way to live your life, because then you're resolving these things and not enabling them to come into your business. But the reality is that I guess we're always going through stuff, right? And always working through that. Now, the next one I absolutely love, and it's the idea that the world of the generous gets larger and larger, and the world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. And this is another verse that I really love from Proverbs. And why I love this verse is it lives from this mentality that in my business, I want to be incredibly generous. Like even on this channel, I want to be able to give you as much content, as much help as I possibly can. And I want to live from the idea of being generous. Generous with my time, generous with my money. I want to live my life where the world of generous gets larger and larger. And I truly believe the size of your business grows to your level of generosity. That is something that I hold as a firm conviction for myself. And so as a belief, how that shows up is with knowledge and skills and everything I'm trying to share with you, I want to be as generous as possible. Because even look at what just happened with AI, is the idea that info has just leveled the playing field. Everyone has access to info. So now it doesn't really matter how much information is withheld. Like there's no gatekeeper with info now, but it's your presence and the way that you can show up and be generous into people's lives. So I really hope that serves you, because ultimately beliefs shape who you are, and clients buy into who you are, your essence. And the more that you share your beliefs online, the more you're resonant to the people that have the more values that align with you. So I hope that encourages you today to show up online, share more of who you are and more of your beliefs. And hopefully by doing so, it enables you to be able to resonate and help more and more people. Now I've been walking up and down this path, it looks pretty nice. And we're gonna go up to the beach now, so come up here with me. Here we go. Be able to see, oh, it's a beautiful day today, look at this. Amazing. Well, thanks so much for joining, guys, and I'll see you in another video. See you soon.